you up a bit. Is that a bit better? Just making sure I'm on, all that kind of jazz. Gonna let me watch it or not? Right, there we go. I think we're all good. Right. Just straighten that up. So I actually have an idea for this one, something a bit different. Right, I'm going to use my 8 because I've not used this in ages. That'll be a little bit. Cool. Right. Okay. So let's try something. Not sure if this is running out. Yeah, I think it is. I have to use the 7. Do I have any replacement 8s? I don't know. sevens, fours, twos and ones. Oh wait, let's try the 7 then. Annie, how's it going, my man? You well? Thank you for the like as well. Good to see you. What is happening, my friend? Did you have a good weekend? Gosh damn fever, that's all that is happening right now for me. Oh shit, I'm sorry to hear that. Speedy recovery. Yeah, I'm a little bit under the weather myself. It doesn't sound like it's as bad as yours, but I took my daughter to a birthday party on Thursday. Was it Thursday or Friday we went? I can't remember. And I was kind of okay Friday, Saturday, and then yesterday I woke up a bit ropey, and then this morning I woke up feeling awful. I've kind of, it's not been as bad as the day's gone on, but I just feel kind of groggy and sniffly. So I think I've been diseased by a child somewhere. But sorry to hear about your fever. Sounds grim. Stop taking cold showers. Extreme cold, but not somewhat cold. The transition is not smooth. Yeah, your body's just like, nah, fuck that. Put it back to normal, please. Yeah, funny thing in it, your body, when it's just like, nah, I'm not playing ball. Oh, I'm trying something different today with my drawing. I thought I'm going to try and concentrate on line work as opposed to shape work. Coob, how's it going, my man? Seeing that you've knocked out another banger. Was it yesterday or this morning? I can't remember. And brains all over the shop. I'm doing a bit of an experimental drawing today. Yeah, he's been knocking it out of the park. Yeah, my head's a shed at the minute. No. But whenever I get like a bit snotty and a bit cold, I just chew on a pack of these bad boys. I'm not sponsored by Halls in any way, but I just knock back a packet of them and hope for the best. Ooh. Looks like old North Room is very cool looking already. Taking multivitamins just in case, starting this week as well. Yeah. And thank you, Coob. Yeah, this I just thought I'd play about the lines. I'm going to detail it in a specific way as well. But yeah, I've got these things here that I take every day to help out with the keeping the cold and stuff at bay. Let me just zoom in a little bit here. Yeah. couple of Thursdays. That's why I got cold. To be needing warm clothes when in fact I do need. Thank you for the second like as well, whoever did that. Yeah, I know what you mean with the weather can be a bit bad. I remember my brother telling me he visited India years ago. This must have been 10, 15 years, well, longer than that. 15 years, 16, 17 years ago, whatever. And I remember him saying that it was like overcast. So he thought, oh, it's, you know, it's not that bad. So he just went out in his shorts and t-shirt like normal. But it's kind of, it deceives you a bit because he went out thinking, oh, I won't need like sun cream and stuff today because it's a bit overcast and it's not as hot. And he managed still to get sunburn. He says it's very completely different to like European weather, obviously, which is where I am. But I remember him saying that it was a bit tricky. I know that's like warm climate as opposed to cold, but yeah, like it's deceiving, I think is the point. Like you think it's one thing, but then it's a completely different thing. Same principle, polar opposite. Yeah. You get the idea. You get the ticket. It's a good little exercise, this good little drawing, because it's helping me improve my line work. It hasn't been 1 year since 2020. Could be a viral, I don't know. I'm just picking sweet out of my teeth. Yeah, it doesn't. I think I got a little throat thing at the start of, not last week, so it would have been 2 weeks ago today when I had my tooth out. And I had like a bit of a throat thing when I was getting that done. So I think that combined with my body trying to recover with the tooth, it's just a bit run down and I've not really fully recovered from either. Like I still get the odd little ache in my gum, and then I've got this little cold thing. I think my body's just a bit like fucking one or the other, please. And then going to that kids' party. Already disease fests. And it's just tipped me over the edge a little bit. So I just feel really run down today. But I did say to myself, you're still doing your stream. You already had enough time off when you had your tooth out. Get it flipping done. Get it on there. Oh, excuse me. I had a sore throat before I got fit. Yeah, I think it's, you know, like when you have little things, like maybe a bit of a sore throat or a bit of a stuffy nose or your sinuses are playing up. Obviously, they're not bad enough to like mess with your day. You can still function and just crack on with whatever it is you need to do. But I think it's when it's a combination of everything, and your body's trying to fight off like 2, 3 things at once. I think you can just end up knackering you out. I think that's just what happened to me. Like I just had 2, 3 little things that, like my sinuses were playing up. Obviously the dentist visit, and then catching some sort of thingy-me-jig from Party Town, and my body was just like, nah, give me a break. Yes, it's definitely a good exercise for line work. Dead Hand, how's it going, my man? No, well, just Annie's got a fever, and then I was telling him that I'm not 100%. Ah, you fecker, as I just crack my knee on the corner of my fridge. Ow. But I said to myself, like, even though I feel like shit, I'm still sticking out and doing the stream. I'm not pansying out of it. I had a week off when I had my dentist visit. That's enough. Doesn't have to be like really overly complex drawing. I thought just, you know, brush up on your line work. Bit more of a simple drawing today. Nothing too stressful, just a bit of fun. This is just like the base of it as well. I'm gonna detail it. Fill it. So what I'm gonna do is use this as an exercise to fill in some gaps like this. Yeah, Coop's been killing it recently. I know I've said it before to you, Coop, but I'd love to see prints available of those things. Obviously, it's up to yourself. Like, if that's something you want to do, I think if both you and Coop bought out prints, I would go broke. Wow. One of the things I want to do before Christmas, I keep saying it, is sorting out this thing with my printer and my phone. it's mad. Like, it's been frustrating this last week or so, because like I'm thinking, right, I want to do this, I need to do that, I need to do that, but then something comes up, like the missus, God bless her, sorted out my daughter's room, because her room was that bad you couldn't even see the floor. So she was organising that. Took the whole day to sort that room out. Then we both had to go to like charity shop, go and sort that out, do shopping. So all these little admin chores getting in the way, and you think, fuck, I'm just not getting the time to do what I need to do. And I knew this would happen. I remember saying to you on Friday, right, at the weekend I'll get this drawing done. Saturday, do we have to do something on Saturday? I can't remember. And then yesterday I woke up feeling like an absolute dustbin. So I just says, no, I'm having the day off, because I don't want to force myself to do this picture when I'm not 100%. I end up cocking it up. So it's just been frustrating, because I keep saying, like, I need to finish this, I need to do this, but then something always just pops up and it's just annoying me. But like with this, the reason why I don't mind doing this is because this is just a chill session. This isn't anything. The whole point of this is just to have a bit of fun, and it doesn't matter if mistakes are made or it's not perfect or anything like that. Whereas that original piece, I want to get it right, and like I just really don't want to mess up those lines, because they're very, very hard to do. And if I'm coughing and spluttering as I'm doing it, no one's going to buy that flipping grubby, dirty, grubby picture. What are we in today? Five including me. That's not a bad turnout today. I'm always kind of sceptical on Mondays, because it's Monday and people might think, no, I can't be bothered today. I'm going to go and sort of have an early one, that kind of thing. This is looking great though, given witchcraft kind of vibes. Thank you. Yeah, Coob said looks like old runes. Is that what he said? Norse runes, yeah. Yeah, I just figured I don't want to. I didn't want to do because I'm like I said I don't feel 100%. I thought I'm not going to do like a really overly complicated, detailed one. I thought I would kind of like the idea of just playing about with lines. Like there was one I did, this one, which I really liked. Just a nice, simple sort of concept. And I thought, you know what, just play about with some lines. I'm going to fill in some of the shapes that it creates, like the little triangles, and then I'm going to detail it with a thinner pen, sort of like bordering the lines and detail them just to see how it turns out. It's just one of those things where I thought about it. I thought, oh, I wonder what would happen if I did this. So I thought, let's do it. But I've got my energy drink to keep me going. Look at this thing here. Moose juice. Green apple flavour. These are really nice. Again, I'm not sponsored by Moose Juice. And I love how daft the name is and how silly the logo is. It's actually ace. I really like it. It's really good. It's a sugar-free green apple flavour energy drink. So even though I don't have energy drinks as much anymore, but because I feel shit, I need something. And I don't drink coffee. So yeah, I thought I'd grab a nice apple flavoured energy drink. I always make sure it's sugar-free as well. Because sugary stuff can give me headaches. Because I have way too much sugar. Having said that, we did just buy a big tin of roses today. Because that is a tradition in the UK. Whenever Christmas comes around, you buy a big fat fuck off tin of roses. That's just the way you've got to do it in the UK. Roses, for those who don't know, I don't mean literal roses. They're a Cadbury's brand of chocolates. They're delicious. I always got enough sugar to put me in a grave. It's not that strong. I don't think it's like a Monster or a, what's the other one? Is it a Monster I'm thinking of? I don't think it's like really like mad like those ones. I think it's a little bit toned down. I don't know why, like you don't find those drinks in the like pop section with all the Coke and Coca-Cola and Pepsi and all the other drinks like Rockstar and Relentless. You find it in the sort of the health aisle with all the protein shakes and protein bars and stuff. I don't know why that brand's in there and the others aren't, but I don't know. Who knows? Up higher. Yeah, I got 5 in here today. Come on, one day, chaps, we'll get to 10. We will get there. Problem is that I drink 2 to 3 of those 250ml drinks. They have like 60% of the daily sugar. Oof, that's a hefty amount. It's made of moose piss. Well, if it gives you the kick you need, I'll happily drink moose piss until the end of time. Here's to Canada. Healthy and organic. 20 grams of protein, I bet. Get a good workout out of it. A good bump. Speaking of bump, I need to watch that new Arnie documentary that's on Netflix. It's meant to be good. And the Sly one. They both look good, actually. As I'm a big fan of action films. It is my favourite genre. I nearly said drama then. Yeah, I love an action film. I am but a simpleton that just likes to be entertained. I am not a complicated creature. I sit me in front of a good action film and I'm there for hours. Diagnosed because he was having problems speaking properly or all after quitting drinking. Jesus. And a ton of underlying condition. Jesus, Annie. Sorry to hear that. That sounds really severe. I've not really heard of diabetes doing that to somebody. My dad got diagnosed a few years back with diabetes. Because he worked, like his job was very much sitting down a lot, not doing much in the way of sort of movement, exercise, and his diet wasn't great. And he's doing okay, but like I said, I've not heard of those symptoms there. It must be quite severe. But I hope he's all right, man. 80s, 90s action, that's the bomb. I agree. Absolutely love action. I've been catching up on some 90s films that I haven't seen before. Like there was one called The Net with Sandra Bullock. That was alright. It wasn't amazing, but it was good fun. I like revisiting films from that era because it's interesting, like the aesthetic of it and the sort of design of it. Very much of its time, like the music and like this world-changing virus, and it's being kind of downloaded onto a floppy disk. And I'm thinking, what the fuck could you have got onto a floppy disk? like kilobytes of data. Plus, his family was giving him every sort of medicine. I wonder. Yeah, I've heard of that before. Like, if you, I mean, obviously, I'm not a doctor, but I have heard from like other people that like if you get like a big sort of dump of medications, and they can kind of fight against each other, and it can cause problems. I have heard of those types of things. It's rough stuff. But yeah, I hope he's able to get the sort of the proper meds that he needs, and he's all right. on a positive, despite the problem, it's going to be pretty normal for now. That's really good. Yeah, as long as he, like you say, it'll be from now on things kind of level out. But yeah, good to hear. Hackers is one of my guilty pleasures. It's trash, but I love it. There's loads of films I've got like that. I think I saw Hackers once, way back in the day, when it was on, like when they used to do films on terrestrial TV, like BBC Two or Channel 4 or whatever it was. I can remember like bits and pieces of it, but I've not seen it since the 90s. I think it came out in 95, was it? And I think I saw it in like 98 or whenever. When it was just one, when they used to chuck random films on the telly. Because it's Angelina Jolie and Tommy Lee Miller, is that his name? From Trainspotting. And I don't know his name, but the guy from the Short Circuit films, who for the longest time I thought was Indian because he did what I thought at the time was a very convincing accent, and he kind of has a little bit of a complexion of that, but it turns out he's American, but I can't remember his name. Another one that's a bit like, I don't know, it's not really like Hackers, but you've just reminded me of a film called Johnny Mnemonic, one of Keanu Reeves' earlier ones. Again, trash, but loads of fun. Dolph Lundgren as the preacher. That was just a great bit of casting there. Who else was in it? I can't remember his name, but he was the baddie, or one of the baddies in Blade. Not Frost, the one who Frost pulls the fangs out of. I can't remember his name. He's been in a few things. He was in Sahara as well. Sahara's a great little hidden gem. Really enjoyed Sahara. Who else is in Johnny Mnemonic? Is it Ice? Not Ice. Is it Ice T? Who's in it? With the dolphin. Gave myself a challenge to finish a piece in 30 minutes. Not super happy, but it's up now. I'll go and have a look. For even masking shit in Photoshop. There's too much on the details, even when they're not needed. Yeah, that was such a big problem of mine at uni and college. Hyper focusing on the detail. I think like we've chatted about this before, but when I used to kind of jump ahead and think about the big picture, like fully finished, and I used to just go straight in for the details without any of the work around it. Yeah, cool. That's class, mate. What you've done, and I love this, is that you've nailed the sort of 3D aspect of it, and like the vanishing point is like, from the looks of this, is dead center, so all the 3D kind of goes towards it, and it's very kind of graffiti like in the way that you've made the 3D effect. It just looks quality. It's really, really good. And again, the colors. Get the pink on the kind of teal blue. And to say that you've done it in 30 minutes as well. Another banger, my friend. Absolutely nailing it. Yeah, if there is anyone in the chat watching or whatever, go and check out Coob's work. It's pretty good. And Dead Hand's work as well. So I was just checking out your drawing there, Coob. Prep work is boring. It is. I don't know. I've learned to kind of do it quicker. Like when I'm doing an original piece, like I'll do it when I get around to sorting the tutorial stuff. But I'll just do kind of big. I'll show you what I mean. Like to plan it out a bit better, to have a bit more of a focus. So I'll say do this. So this is kind of to help with composition. In fact, I don't know if you can see that with the blue pen. I think I did do this in one of the scrapbooking sessions, but say I'll so I like work on the composition of it, so then the overall shape will be say I'll do that and then I'll start drawing kind of the shapes within it. Like so, and then obviously have bits kind of like it doesn't have to fall exactly within that, but you get the idea. Like and then everything kind of falls. So you get the idea, like everything falls within roughly that kind of shape. And then you kind of build outward from there, but you've got the basic kind of outline of where everything should be. I'll detail that when I get around to sorting the tutorial out there. Thanks for the shout. My pleasure. My pleasure. Time to get snacks. Oh, do tell what snacks you get. Is my chair falling down like a big fat ass that I am? Shaking those hip like those do 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 ole 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 doing it all night long ole 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 yeah doing it all night long. Ooh, have I messed that up? Oh, I think I'm just about got away. I'm gonna have to bollocks. Right, I'm gonna have to cut across and then go like this. colour that in because I've messed up the line. Like a twat. That's not a great line either. What's going on? Bottle of barbecue crisps. Ooh, they sound good. Yeah, they sound really good. Again, another really bad line there. Shaking all over the shop. More of an onion flavour. Nothing wrong with that. They still sound really good. I got some banana chips and apple juice. Banana chips. I do like the flavour of banana a lot. There's European shops popping up all over the UK, and they kind of import in some of the crisps from inner Europe. When I lived in Germany, there were these. I always forget the brand of them, but it was like in a red bag, and there's a shop in town that does them, and they're peanut flavoured crisps, and they basically look like Wotsits or cheese puffs, but they're peanut flavoured, and they right up my alley, right up my Strasse, as they would say in Germany. That is one thing I do miss about Germany, is the cuisine. Although Lidl finally actually have them in again. Bratwursts. I used to have them as a kid all the time. Flipping love bratwurst. And last week I made chili dogs, but I used bratwurst, and once you go brat, you never go back. Right, so this is where it gets interesting-ish. In fact, that's probably leant over a little bit to the right. Yeah, I'll probably fill out a little bit more on that side. It's a little bit barren on the left side. Barren. Again, another piss poor line. Some of these lines are terrible. What's going on? More of a chorizo man. I love chorizo. But a good verse isn't the worst. But tish. Yeah, I love chorizo. When I make meatballs sometimes, I don't do them a lot because it's a bit of an effort. But I'll mix like the beef mince in with chorizo sausage. Like I'll split chorizo sausage open and mix them in, so they're kind of like a chorizo meatball. But yeah, I love chorizo. I'm hungry. I don't think I've ever had tamale. Yeah, there are certain things that the Yanks do superb, like barbecue. Like I've seen some of their barbecue on the telly, and it looks incredible. Chorizo meatball, yeah. No, it's a sausage, isn't it? I bet there's treats of flavoured chips. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. And I bet they're delicious as well. Yank barbecue, isn't it? It's one of the things I miss flying over for work. Oh wow. Yeah, I bet it was lit. That's the one thing, sort of American food, like they nail it to a T. Like the best things in the world to eat are things like fried chicken, like smash burgers are just elite level tucker. They're so good. And the Yanks have absolutely nailed it. Things like your fried chicken. I don't mean like the chain stuff. I mean like when you go to sort of independent places. But stuff like that, like your smash burgers, your barbecue, or like the night. Like I would probably more often than not have just a top tier smash burger, skin on twice fried chips, and some dipping sauce. And I don't care how many Michelin stars you got. Like I'm not sure I'd be able to enjoy a meal more than that. Pizza, that's another one as well. But it seems like, you know, your normal sort of stuff from supermarkets looks trash. Like their sweets aren't the greatest because of all the shit they're allowed to put in them, like their chocolate and stuff. But that kind of food, they seem to just absolutely sort of nail down. But I will also fly the flag for UK cuisine because our cuisine is also elite. The food in the UK is awful, is a complete myth. You've got like your meme foods, like Twiglets are a meme. Like, I don't know why they keep popping up on what food should we try. Like when American YouTubers try British food and they have Twiglets, I'm like, why? Twiglets are shit. Don't ever eat Twiglets. And jellied eels and all that kind of gear. It's trash food. Don't eat that. But like your cottage pies and your fish and chips and roast dinners. You want a good roast dinner, you come to the UK. You want some top tier world class fish and chips, you come to the UK. Tastes like vom. Now, American chocolate isn't like horrible, but it tastes, I would say, a little bit artificial. But I've got like a ridiculous sweet tooth and I just love chocolate. So I could eat it. Like, I really like their Babe Ruth bars. I think they're really good. Because they're a little bit sweeter than Snickers. But I kind of like that. But it's not bad. It's just you can tell it's different. Like, I'd say UK chocolate's creamier. Like, it tastes like better quality. Depends on the brand, yeah. Finland too. I imagine you'd have it in Sweden, but when I went to Norway to see my dad a few years back, there was what's it called? I think it's a yellow and blue wrapper. That was really, really good. I'm Googling it now. You've got me curious, Cube. I must know what this... Oh, I've been on it. Oh, now I'm 10. I'm on that one. Where is it? No, that wasn't it. Was it that? What was it? Oh, you bugger! Oh. Melchadida. I don't know how I pronounce that. Was it that? I think it was that. It was like it was like a Kit Kat. I think it is that. Yeah, it was like a Kit Kat. What we'd have here. It was really, really good. Okay. And hey, Dadan, you get some good scran on the go. Can't forget about Greggs. Haven't ever tried it. Oh yeah, Greggs is a cornerstone of British cuisine. The reason why Greggs is so good is because it's affordable. Like, it's a sausage roll's I don't know if they're still £1 anymore. They might be £1.20. But just as a quick snack, they're very Moorish. It's like, it's obviously cheap, and it's not trying to be like this elite, you know, baker's finest sausage roll. It's just a nice, affordable thing. You know, the steak bakes are really good, nice and juicy. You know, the meat's really soft considering what it is. They do really good sandwiches and wraps. Or they used to do a chipotle pulled chicken wrap, and it was incredible. But they stopped doing it. It was like a limited edition thing. It was so good though. And they do these little brownies as well. These little gluten-free brownies, which are amazing. And caramel donuts. A Greggs caramel donut is... It's the next best thing you'll get behind a Krispy Kreme. Beats the shit out of a Dunkin' Donut. Yeah, Greg's is cornerstone of British cuisine. Marabou. Yeah, it could be that. Kit Kat is American, tastes fine, not gonna lie. Yeah, the thing is though, it's like even though like there's the same stuff in the UK/Europe and America, there's like certain food restrictions that you get in Europe that you don't have in America, which is why the chocolate, even though you might have 2 bars of Kit Kat, one from America, one from the UK, they will taste different. You notice this in drinks, like if you have Fanta from the UK, it's not as like and you have like a Fanta from the US, like the US one is bright orange, like it looks like it would came out of a chemical plant, because they're allowed to put like loads more food coloring and stuff like that in their drinks and their food in general. Whereas in Europe, or the UK at least anyway, I don't know about the rest of Europe, but there are like certain food restrictions on like food coloring and stuff like that. Which is why I think like the supermarket stuff you get is better in the UK than the US. But when it comes to like your sort of pizzas, burgers, fried chicken, barbecue, when you go to like proper places in the US, they'll do that sort of kind of stuff better. Cadbury Ferrero Rocher. Yeah, Cadbury, yeah, we've got Ferrero Rocher. The adverts back in the day, Ferrero Rocher, they made them out to be like these really high end chocolate, like only posh people used to have. Excuse me, that's disgusting. Fish and chips, had a few of those on a visit to England when I was 13. Yeah, fish and chips is mega. Scotch eggs as well. Yes, yes, Dad Hunt. Yes. Since I'm a vegetarian. Ah, it's such a shame that you're a vegetarian, but well, maybe not. It might be the fact that you just don't like meat. But I was chatting to my son about this the other day about when I was cooking dinner. And we were chatting about the difference between like pescatarian, vegan, vegetarian. And I said I think I could go vegetarian because you can still have like cheese and butter and milk and stuff. I don't think I could go vegan. I think there's just too much that you'd miss out on. I just don't think I could do it. My will is not strong enough. But Greg's do they do a vegan sausage roll for you, Annie, and it's actually not bad. I know Piers Morgan had a whine about it, but he's an arsehole, so ignore him. But I remember having a vegan sausage roll just to try it, and I thought it was pretty good. Not as good as the meat one, but I thought it was all right. I didn't recoil with disgust when I ate it. I thought, yeah, I could, if they had no sausage rolls left and I really wanted one, I could scram down on a vegan sausage roll. I think they've got some decent vegan sandwiches as well. But yeah, Greg's sandwiches are really good. Or vegetarian sandwiches. I remember saying I really wanted to try an Impossible Burger just to try one. But I don't know if this is true or not, but the stuff they use in it, like this isn't a dig at all vegan or vegetarian food. I think it's just that brand specifically. Like to get the accurate meat texture and flavour. I think they like those rooms, they were pumping it full of shit that they shouldn't have been pumping it full of. So yeah. Time for some Rocket League with the lads. You crack on, Coob. Happy Rocket Leaguing. Drew love, yeah, food is always a good topic. But just not me, everything else. Yeah, my sister was a vegetarian for a while. Thing is though, with like I always thought, why try so hard to emulate meat? I think, like for example, I always thought about it like I reckon you can make an absolutely banging chili with no meat, like replace the mince with, let's say, like a mushroom or and potato blend or something like that, because it's all the flavors of the spices and stuff. Like I think like curries, Indian curries, or our bastardized version of Indian curries, would be perfect for vegetarian dishes, because you just take out the lamb or the chicken or the beef, chunks of potato or sweet potato, because it's all the flavors that you get, and I'd happily munch down on that. You know, with some garlic naans and poppadoms. I love poppadoms, by the way. I actually prefer them over naan breads. But yeah, the whole thing of we're going to try and replicate meat as much as we can. It's like, why? You don't need to. Just get a good. I mean, admittedly, not all veggies taste good. Like I remember having we made moussaka once, and that was shit. Is it eggplant? Is it? Yeah, that wasn't very good. Eggplants taste shit. I don't like them. But yeah, there's loads of good meat-free snacks you can have a chew on. Excuse me. I used to be an occasional non-vegetarian. I just stopped eating after some time. Only chicken and eggs. Because it's so repulsive. But yeah, it's just not nice. Like, I mean, we had it because we just wanted to try it. But is it moussaka? I did say that, didn't I? Moussaka. Yeah, it's just not a pleasant thing to eat. Like, yeah, I think I'd like thinking about it. It's eggs. I don't think I could go without eggs. Like, I do love a good egg. I have now ordered a load of crap snacks from the co-op. I'm going to get fat. I've only got this one life. That's pretty much the only reason I work out, is just so I get to give myself an excuse to eat shit food. Not because I'm some crazed health nut, it's just I want to have enough in the bank to be able to eat a shitload of crisps. What snacks did you get? Crack open my next, well, one's already open actually. So my, is it this one? So we got my daughter this drink from the shop. I can't, shit. We got her this, I'll move my fucking thing. It's called, I can't tip it that much, green apple warhead, so it's like a sour green apple drink. It's actually pretty good. I don't mind it. But she didn't like it, which is par for the course of my daughter. She doesn't like much. Very fussy eater. Scotch eggs, bacon rasher, crisps, salted caramel munchies, magic stars, caramel bar. That sounds awesome, I'm not gonna lie. That is some... You can tell you're a pro when you've got some elite snackage there. God, that sounds really good actually, what you've just got. Bacon rasher crisps as well, underrated. Are they Frazzles or are they like Co-op's own brand? Either are good. Yeah, there used to be a co-op in my village, but they isn't there anymore. It's been replaced with a B&M. Which is fine because they've got elite level tucker as well. And it's the only place you can get those moose juices. So I'm not complaining. Oh. Frazzles, of course. $20 for 6 cans of Warheads here. Fuck me, that is a lot. So last week we got some for the kids because they were 60p a can. So we thought we'll try them because my son, he really loves sour sweets. So we thought we'll give him a bash. They're only 60p. Went back to get some more today. And I think B&M have cottoned on that they're a bit sort of cheaper than maybe they should be. So they were £1.50 a can. So I'm like, So instead I got a can of Iron Brew because obviously I have to represent my homeland. So got some old school Iron Brew. But I'm having that because, like I say, my daughter doesn't like it, so I'm having it. But I really like apple flavoured drinks. Because I'm a 10-year-old boy at heart. Oh, freak heck. Yep. But yeah, $20 for... I'm not sure if these are imported or not. It's a strange one, that. 15 minutes, aren't we all 10-year-olds? Yeah. You grow old but never grow up. Thank you for the 3rd like. I can't remember if I thanked somebody. That's where my head's at. But yeah, I've just seen that. Thank you for that. But yeah, I know some sort of drinks and sweets here. Like we've got like a long disc just around the corner. And you get, is it the G Fuel and stuff like that that are imported from America, and they're like £3 a can. And Takis as well, those like super hot spicy crisps. I think they're like a £5 a bag, which is insane. Can't stop sniffing. This is cheaper than $10 Gatorade in Japan for a small bottle. Jesus. Well, yeah, it's the import that does it, isn't it? Like, I think Gatorade here's about £2.50, £3, is it? Maybe £3.50. But like you say, it's the import. You know, the charge of the import that does it. It's become a bit of a trend in the UK though, like American foods. Like there's an American sweet shop not too far from my house. There's like a small retail centre not too far from where I am, and there's like a little American sweet shop tucked in the corner. And it's doing well. Like it's been open for a while. Like normally those what's the word I'm looking for? Like gimmicky shops, they don't last very long, but that's been there for a good few years now. It's doing well. But yeah, they do all sorts of sweets in there. Like it's still but not cheap, but it's not like the worst. Like you're better off getting it there than like at the American section in a normal supermarket, where they charge you way more than they should. Holy shit, my nose. Oh, excuse me. Here the Gatorade is like 25 cents since it's made and manufactured here. Yeah, that makes sense. They do work, so like Prime is a big thing here, like the Logan Paul and KSI drink. Like the price of that is fucking ridiculous. Like, is it £5 a bottle? Or well, sometimes it's like £3 a bottle, sometimes it's five, depending on which flavour, how rare it is. But again, we got my son some for his birthday because he really likes it. And it was the glowberry flavour. And that particular bottle, I think it was it £4 or £5? It might have even been £6 or something like that because it was the imported one. But then we found same flavour, but it was made in the UK, so it was only £2. And he preferred the UK one. I'm pretty sure he said yeah, because it like excuse me, that's disgusting. Like he did say it tasted different. Time we on 7:15. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up soon. My eyes are starting to go. Because I'm concentrating on the line so much I can feel my eyes kind of blurring and going. But I don't mind that because the whole point of this was to do the sort of main line work of this. And this is the idea I had for the detailing, just sort of thinner lines following the pattern of it and seeing what happens. It looks pretty good as well. Like I think this is another one where I reckon this is like the beginnings of an idea and I could expand this out into making it more detailed, but like I say, because my eyes are starting to go a little bit, like I'm finding it harder to concentrate on certain lines.
Go, yeah, it's fine. Like I've tasted it. It's fine, but it tastes no better than there's that other one as well. Fuel, I think it's called. Exactly. I refuse to have because yeah, I totally understand that, Dad, and totally with you. But like I say, like my son doesn't really understand. Well, he did. What? I don't think he cares. Like I don't think he cares about the personalities of them. I don't even think he watches them. I think it was just because it was the popular drink going. He just wanted it. And it tastes fine. But I totally agree with you on it. It is overrated. Like, there's no reason you would pay £3-4 more for a bottle of that than you would just a bottle of normal Lucozade. And it doesn't even do as it's intended. Like, I've seen a few fitness channels kind of say, look, the whole point of these kind of drinks is they are specifically made for athletes. And the thing that you have in them is like electrolytes and is it the sodium content? Because when you sweat, you lose a lot of salt. So a lot of these drinks have high sodium content to replenish you because you genuinely have to use them when you run. And Prime's selling point was something like, well, there's no sugar, it's got X amount of calories or sugar, and it's like it doesn't really matter. So yeah, like when you see like I think was it Bayern Munich who got sponsored by them. But yeah, it's just a popular drink that the kids want. And like I said, I don't mind. It's a treat. Like he'll get one for his birthday, or he'll get one for Christmas. You know, at the end of the day, it's a treat for him. So I'm not gonna punish my lad because I think there are a couple of helmets. Well, yeah, they are a bit. Like I don't hate them, but I'm not massively fond of them either. But I completely understand your point of view there, Dad, and I'm not giving those two money. They've got enough money. And they don't need any more. Uh, can't say no to kids, no. Can't say no to mine. Well, no, I can't actually. I often do. But no, if they're being good kids, then I'll. Sour lemonade probably is going to have more life. Yeah. Yeah, there's one that's about 15 quid. Is it 15? It's like a yellow one. I think a lemonade flavoured one. It's a fucking joke. But I did say to him, I said there is limits. Like, we don't mind you getting Prime or whatever, but we ain't paying. Even if I think he had some birthday money, and he really wanted it, and we said, look, mate, don't spend 15 quid on a. That's just silly. Like you're getting ripped off there, pal. Like I love you, and I want you to have what you want for your birthday, but. Come on, if you've only got like 20, £25 of birthday money, don't piss away all that on a drink. That's silly. I think he himself even said it is a bit too much. He's a sensible lad. We used to cut up oranges off damn straight, old school. And the magic combine it with the magic sponge. Bit of orange slice and magic sponge, and you're away. None of this prime shite. I think it's Adidas. There was an old advert that Adidas did, a football one, where this guy, where he came over from, I want to say Africa, one of the African countries, and he was saying, like, I don't understand football here. And I remember a clip because he was with Steven Gerrard, and Gerrard took him to like get like a council estate with loads of garages kind of outside apartment blocks, and he's like, why have we come here? And there's like 50 kids, and the whole point was you've got to get to the end without being tackled, and just little things like that, like the sort of UK culture of playing footy. I thought it just reminds me of that. When you said about the orange slice, it just reminded me of that with the orange, and he's like, I don't understand I don't understand football here. It's like, sponge, orange slice, cup of tea at half time. I thought, yeah, that's what it's all about. Orange slice and a cup of tea. We had like those sweet lemons, put some salt, and voila. Oh, did they ban it? I didn't know they banned it. Why did they ban it? That seems silly. Like I can understand like they don't use it anymore because there's better ways to treat injuries, but to ban it, that seems odd. Oh. Spreading infection. Okay, that actually does make sense. So the magic sponge. So basically, in the context of UK football, in Sunday League, so Sunday League's like the very bottom sort of tier of football, if you like, where anyone can go and play a footy match, usually for your pub team or whatever. Like there's, it's just at the back of the football pitch in your village, at the back of the pub or whatever. There's no physios or any proper facilities. So what would happen is if somebody went down, I know they used to do this like back in, I would have said the 60s, 70s, 80s maybe. Like it's not like the physio of football is not taken as seriously then as it was now. Oh, sorry, as it was then as it is now. So it would just be like a bucket with warm water or cold water. You'd dip a yellow sponge in it, squeeze it out, and just apply it to whatever part of your body got injured. And it was called the magic sponge because people would go down like clutching their legs, thinking, "Oh, I've been hurt. Oh, the pain, the pain." And then the sort of club doctor or physio would come on and put the sponge on it, and up you get and away you go. So dubbed the magic sponge. Oh God. Oh, sorry that I keep sniffing. I can't help it. Dairy Lee. So Carter is one of my best friends IRL, and he always comes in here and taunts me with cheese because he's a bastard. Oh, Google shit, yeah. On the roster, good doctor, terrible footballer. Yeah, Annie, you're probably not going to get much out of Carter. He always comes in and torments me with cheese. Because my nickname, so my nickname to my friends is Cheese James. So he will pop in here routinely and throw a cheese at me. Just so you know, Gray, if you come in here and you repeat cheese, I'm calling you out on it. I'm going to give you a dead leg the next time I see you. Oh, right, I'm going to wrap this one up soon because my eyes are starting to wobble. Oh, God, ow. Oh, Jesus. Shit, where was I going with that one? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I really like how this one's might as well give them a big box of cheese for Christmas. It wouldn't surprise me if he actually did that to me one day. If he gifted me a big box of cheese. Although he was responsible for possibly my greatest ever birthday present. And I don't mean that sarcastically, I mean genuinely. I can even show you it. So for my most recent birthday, this was back in July, he got me a replica, because we both support Liverpool. And he knows my favourite player is Robbie Fowler. So he secured me a replica Liverpool shirt, a 1994-95 one with, with his name on the back. I don't know if you can see that. Like, it is in pristine condition as well. Like, it's a brand new one. But the problem is, like, I can't wear it that much because the badge, like from back in the 90s, it's like this foam material. And as well, one of the problems with the stripes here is if you wash it too much, this starts to curl. So it's one of those where I can't really wear it that much. And thank you for the 4th like as well, I've just seen that. So I kind of keep it kind of bagged up. I'd rather just put that back because I don't want to wreck it, because you can't really wash it like conventionally. Because I used to have, I actually had that one when I was younger. I think I had the away one, and the logo just starts to, it just starts to peel away. So it's one of those where I won't be wearing it that much. I might even frame it. I'm thinking about it. Even though I would love to wear it, but yeah, I can't really wear it that much. Oh, you bugger! Those big cheese wheels. Yeah. Yeah, that's a proper present, that is. Right, I am going to leave this here because my eyes are starting to wobble, but I actually really like this one. Like, it's just a simple idea of just getting some lines down and doing something a little bit different. But I'm very happy with that. And I think I could maybe expand on that as well. We'll put it here. Not the neatest logo, but fuck it. But there you have it, number 34 in the bag, in the book. Looks sick. Thank you very much. But yeah, just a I thought we'd change it up a little bit, working with some lines. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. Turned out a lot better than I thought it would. I had no idea where I was going with it. I just knew what the idea of this came from. I wanted to do thinner lines inside the main lines to see how it looks. But no, I'm really happy with that. But as always, thank you everyone for popping in. Annie, Dead Hand Coob, always good to chat to you boys. I've got a fair bit on in the week. Like I've just got house stuff to sort, and like I've got to recover from this stupid cold. Like I will try and get on TikTok to stream some stuff, and I am going to finish that fucking drawing this week. I promise. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you boys on Friday on YouTube for the Arteza drawing. And might pop up in between them. But have a good week, have a good night. Always good to see you. Thanks for popping in. And I'll catch you later.